Okay, we are session 2-10, I think. Sure. Um, so I was going through just kind of cleaning up a few things before this. Everything seems to be basically there's no super good logic anymore to things. Everything's starting to overlap and it's getting quite chaotic. This is usually where I quit and I start over because I have a better idea of how to do something. But like this, look at this. What is happening here? What has happened? We have a problem. Okay, well, first of all, I think we need a traffic circle maybe, because something has gone horribly wrong here, clearly. So let's just add like some kind of traffic box. Not quite a traffic circle, but it's probably gonna get the job done. Okay, and then let's like remove some of this road. And let's just see if that kind of helps work this out. I think this all stems from the fact that this thing is getting a little too busy. And also maybe we need a highway that kind of goes in between these two things like this. It's my fault. I thought let's have everything come into one place. Well, what's going to happen when you have everything come into one place? Chaos, right? So we did this to ourselves. This giant traffic jam here. I'm not 100% sure how to get rid of it. Well, this doesn't need to be connected to both places, does it? Let's take this off here. Yeah, okay, everything still connects. Well, does this road really need to be here? No, it does. Absolutely does. Okay. What about this one? Nah, I guess that does too. It looks like this is just the way the cookie crumbles here. We're kind of trapped with this incredibly chaotic system. I mean, it's starting to clear up a little. We have a traffic circle here that's helping, but so the level here is like when you get everything going this much, it's too much. In fact, what we might need to do is build an. I know. Build another one. Yes, yes. We'll solve this by adding more to this. No, but actually, hear me out. I think if we make this one specific to the things that are going up and down this road over here, then then that will eliminate some of the traffic that's going into this. Maybe. In theory, but we're gonna try this out here. Uh, okay, so let's look at each of these each of these different lines. That's obviously not the one that we want to use. Um, this one's interesting in that it's going through. I see what's happening here. Okay. I don't think that's going to help us by moving that to the other one either. This one is a perfect contender. Okay, so manage line, add station. We're going to add this station. We're going to remove Corona West. That's going to move all the product over to this station. That's going to take all the trucks that were on that line and it's going to force them over here. That means I can move some terminals around here. There we go. Okay, what else can we move? Fuel, where's fuel going? Fuel's going down all the way down over there. That'd almost be better to have in this particular one. Add station. We'll add this station. We'll remove Corona West. Yeah, because then it just kind of goes in a circle. There we go. Okay. See, look, it's starting to clear the traffic. I think that might actually be enough for now. Okay. Well, look at that. Traffic's starting to flow a little more through this chaos. So that's fine. That's good. No problems there. Airport looking good. Um, a lot of food moving back and forth. That seems to be the big item on these airplanes right now is the cargo planes are moving a lot of food, which is fine, I suppose. We kind of extended this freeway over here. So it goes from this place to here, through here and into here. It's not really serving that much use right now because this little highway's got a lot more of the cars using it. I was going to fix that eventually, but not yet. All right, let's look at our profits. So you can see our number one profitable thing is actually this cross line now. And then we've got airplanes making money. We've got some trains making money. We've got more airplanes. A lot of money being made in there. And then down we're losing money right now like crazy on this particular airline. This was the original one that was making us all the money. And I think what happened was that I diluted it when I introduced those other two routes, and it kind of diluted this particular route. In fact, let me sell one of the airplanes on that line. By reducing one of the older, smaller planes, maybe I can make that line profitable again. Yeah, that was the one that went through here. This one's actually moving fuel, so fuel can move through airplanes. Good to know. Nice experience just flying over the region here. I think we're coming in for a landing soon. Yeah, this plane is not nearly as full as it should be. So we're losing profit because these planes are not full. So what's going on with lane 31? Ah, too many planes on lane 31. That's why. If we remove a couple of those planes, then the ones that are remaining will be much fuller. This town got big. Look at this. So crazy. So many people. And this road that goes back and forth between these two towns, there's multiple roads and they stay very busy. This whole region is like one of those areas where two cities are growing together. Well, three really. It's interesting. This game is like a city builder once it gets going. See, I have this highway that I built that's just everyone's using the highway because why would they need the freeway? The highway is working fine. And you know what? This is absolutely true for now. So I'm just going to leave it. Freeway will be used later. Or never. What's funny is I could remove every single thing from the whole, like I could literally destroy it all, sell all the vehicles, and start over. And we have so much money, we probably could build the whole thing all over again, no problem. Well, it's a little messy, but it's functioning and everything is moving. I think the next thing to do is to just add a bunch of other random things to the line or create a new hub. Yeah, I think we're going to create a new hub, connect it to an airport. Oh, ooh, challenge accepted. Well, let's end this now.